Yo, what is up guys, it's Pedro here, and in today's video I will be giving you guys a compensatory pick update for the Washington Commanders along with an OC update and also a little bit of ownership news. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content on the road to 11,000 subscribers. So please help me get there. Also hit that like button and the notification bell as well. Okay, so let's start with the compensatory picks. So this is not official yet. These are projections, but usually these projections are pretty accurate. And if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. But the Commanders are expected to get a compensatory third-round pick and a compensatory sixth-round pick this year. They'll get the third-round pick because of the Brandon Sheriff move. Or not even move. I mean, the Jaguars signed him to a big contract. They'll also get a sixth-round compensatory pick for the Tim Settle signing by the Buffalo Bills. So, not a crazy, ton of picks, but much more than they usually get, honestly. A third-round pick is very good. It's obviously, basically, it's an early fourth, whatever you want to call it. It's the last pick in the third round. But, nonetheless, it's good to have one of those picks because we gave up our third-round pick this year and last year to the Indianapolis Colts for Carson Wentz, which was not a good move at all. I said it at the time, and it's still, now it looks even worse than it did when they made the move, but at least they get some capital back. I guess it kind of replaces it. And then the Tim Settle, the sixth round pick, it's the end of the sixth round. It's nothing much, but it is, a potential player you could get, or you can use it as a small asset or piece of an asset for a trade if you want to. But I think this is good news for the Commanders. At least, by them not signing any big name guys last year, they were not, able to get these compensatory picks because, let's say, same thing happens, Brandon Sheriff signs with the Jaguars, but then we go out and sign like a big name free agent. Well, in that case, if we did that last off season, the, signings would offset and we would get nothing. So they were quiet, but I think that's part of the reason because they did have Brandon Sheriff. They knew they were going to get a comp pick for Brandon Sheriff, so that was a little bit in their mind, but it wasn't a great offseason last year. But they're going to get these picks, and we'll see. I think they definitely could use that third/fourth round pick on a guard or, a corner or a linebacker. It really depends on what they do with the first round pick. I doubt they're going guard in the first round. I think it'll likely either be tackle or cornerback. And then whatever you don't do with that pick, so whatever position you don't take in the first, out of left tackle or tackle and corner, you take that in the second. And then honestly, I would probably take a guard in the third round or even a linebacker. Those are probably the other two positions that I would consider going for right there. That's just my take, but overall, good news that the Commanders are getting something, some additional assets. This is not official yet, but it's pretty much guaranteed that that's going to be the case. And that was the order that you guys saw right there. So we'll have the second, third round compensatory pick, and then we'll have the, a middle of the sixth round compensatory pick. So basically one of the last picks in the sixth round. So that's kind of the compensatory pick update. Some news about, yesterday I talked about how Jeff Bezos would possibly sell the Washington Post if he could buy the Commanders. Well, statement from a Washington Post spokesperson says the Post is not for sale. That really, honestly, for me means nothing. They're not going to say it's for sale until it is for sale. And Jeff Bezos isn't going to sell the team if he, doesn't have a guarantee that he is, or he's not going to sell the Post unless he has a guarantee that he will be able to buy the Commanders. So that still might take some time. We will see, but definitely something to watch out for. And in the next probably month, I would say next 2 to 7 weeks, we'll get a really good 2 to 6 weeks. We'll get a good sense of who the owner is. Could be in the next couple weeks or could be mid March when the league meetings take place. So that is just something to keep in mind as well. We're going to hear more and more. There's a lot of rumors, but still excited to hopefully get a new owner. I just want it to be official. We saw the Angels owner. I think I don't follow baseball a ton, but I'm pretty sure he was going to sell the team, and now he's going back and saying, okay, I can't, go away from these fans and everything. That's my worst nightmare. I do not want that to happen at all with Dan Snyder. Just sell a team, take your billions, and whoever it is better than Dan. Other quick news, Deron Payne and Jeremy Reeves make it to the PFWA All-NFC team, so good for them. And I think Jeremy Reeves made their All-Pro as well. And then today, the Commanders are interviewing Los Angeles Rams assistant head coach / tight ends coach Thomas Brown. Interesting option, comes from successful system as others have and shaped the run game key. He was a former running back in the NFL, running back in Georgia as well, and worked, I believe, at South Carolina as a running backs coach at Georgia as well, and some other colleges, and then has worked with the Rams the last 2 to 3 years. So, he's an interesting option. I think he's one of my favorite options that they've gone through. I probably like him over someone like Pat Shurmur, and even someone like Ken Zampese, because he's more innovative, he's younger, and he has a playing career as well. I like that. So that's a guy that I'm excited for us to potentially hire. Again, a younger guy as well. And yeah, that's kind of it for today's video. This next few days is going to be interesting to see who the OC is, because we're probably going to hear about that in the next 2 to 4 or 5 days. And then, of course, the ownership stuff. And, that will hopefully ends soon. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace.